working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
We ain't beefing, I don't want no smoke. It ain't no secret, they know all of us are dope. And our people need us, we can't let them fight this battle alone. We done lost some folks and we can't lose no more. So I'ma be
breaking bread, making glass building with my brothers. Breaking bread, making glass building with my brothers. Breaking bread, making glass building with my brothers. Breaking bread, making glass, breaking bread, making glass.
You've been lied to. You've been told that the enemy stands beside you. Your neighbor is your rival. That's what they use to divide you. But I ain't beefing with nobody that got the same problems I do. Don't always work, but I try to. I can be prideful when I often lose my cool, but I choose to commit to being better so we can eat together. Cause compared to black lives, our beef don't really matter. The day of us fighting each other is over. Wish they love my folks like they loving my culture. But we ain't even pressed, I ain't even gon' hold ya. We don't need your stamp, we co-signing our own stuff. Don't need permission, you dealing with grown-ups. And our ancestors, they told us you owe us. So we here to collect, make the jack out the black crowd and on one.
You ain't beefing, I don't want no smoke. There ain't no secret, they know all of us are dope. And our people need us.
And our people need us.
We can't let them fight this battle alone.
Can't let them fight this battle alone. I just like the groove, man. That's all it is. Hey, welcome to the program. Let's go live with Lamont King. I am Lamont King, man, and we are live Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Right here on all available platforms, man. That's the situation, and I appreciate it. Shout out Eugene. What's up, Gatewood? Oak Park, Detroit. What up, dog? Good to see you, man. Glad you're tuning in, man. We got people watching from all over the Americas. All over the Americas. We are broadcasting live from Tiny Closet Studios, the command center of all Tiny Closet content and operations inside the studio.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.
Shout out to Lord Jamar. Appreciate you. Hey, welcome to the program, man. We made it. It's another day. You above ground. Any day above ground is a good day, man. Let's go through it. Housekeeping. Shout out to everybody that donated with our new sponsors and new patrons yesterday. They gave money to the show. This show is 100% listener and viewer supported by viewers like you. You can do that by going on the Good Cash app, slinging us $1 or $2, $ Lamont King 06. And also our Patreon is we getting there. We moving, man. It's all about centralizing our content. So that's where you can get all the full shows and bonus clips and behind the scenes features or whatever. Jump into Patreon and hook it up. This live show is just a commercial for all the other projects, man. Here's the thing. This is the rundown. You got trending topics, celebrity interviews, interesting people, and hilarious commentary. That's what this show gives you. So if anybody asks, that's what it is. And if you see something, share something. The moment it goes live and you yanking through your timeline and you see it, just hit share right quick. Hit the share. You see something, share something. So that's what it is, man. Also, download the Humor Mill app. They're streaming the show right now, live in the app. Let's go to it for proof. We live in the app. We're on a whole nother situation, man. 2020, bad but good. We're gonna make the good out of the bad. That's what that is. Hold on, let me show you. Humor Mill. All right, I'm going to the Humor Mill app. That's what it looks like. Humor Mill. Internet's #1 source for comedy and news entertainment. And then we see right there DL. You see DL, Live Comedy TV. Right? We in the app. Live Comedy TV. And depending on how your setup is, you know, it's going to show it on the screen or whatever. It's showing me on the screen. It's showing the show. Depending on your layout. And that's what it is, man. So welcome to the program. Big up to everybody that caught the show yesterday. And highly informative, highly entertaining, man. We talked about Second Amendment gun rights, and I hope y'all you can check the Tiny Closet Studios Facebook group. That's where I repost all the previous shows, and I keep them up there for a limited time, and then move everything to the Patreon. So if you're a member of that group, that's where you can see yesterday's show. Also, we just put up Damon Williams, that interview, veteran comic from the Chi. We're making some calls. We got some friends of the program that's going to be coming through in the very near future. I just made a call to 2 Emmy winners, Emmy nominated actors and directors. And I was like, yo, big homie, can I get you on the show? They like, yeah, bet. Let's do something. You know, they give you Hollywood. Let's do something. And I was like, no, for real, let's do something. So we gonna get it going. Yeah, consistency. Yes, sir. Who said that? I got to see who said it. Consistency. Yes. That's what we're going for, man. It don't matter what time of day it is and what kind of is going on in the world. This show is going to be here, man. It's either going to be live or a rerun. Either way, you're going to see it. So, quick announcement before we get into the show. Got a lot of headlines and subject matter to touch on. Roland Martin should be joining us a little later. Also, I want to talk about a viral video that I saw a couple of days ago, and I want to get y'all take on it. With the kid getting spanked by, I guess, granddad. Could have been. We're going to talk about that. Kamala Harris, the complications she's still running into as more talks of her being the likely VP or possible VP candidate. I want to get through that. And quick announcement, tomorrow I will be co-hosting with the Karen Hunter Show on Thursday, Sirius XM 126. 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. East Coast time. So if you got Sirius, jump on that. You know how we are on Fridays. I've been doing her show for a year on Fridays, but now I'm doing some other days of the week where we kind of get a little more serious. Her show is serious every day except Friday. And I'm usually on Fridays, but now I'm on Thursday. So that's tomorrow. And then this Friday, she's taking vacation and I'm doing the show. So I brought some friends in with me, scheduled to appear. J. Anthony Brown, Jamel Hill, Claudia Jordan. That's this Friday on Sirius XM 126, the Karen Hunter Show, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So I'm doing that. So those are quick announcements. Hey, man, we moving. We out here working. That's it. All right. Yeah. Shout out to that. Tiny Closet Studios is a thing. You hear me?
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.
Appreciate you. All right. So let's keep it moving, man. So first guest, man, we'll jump right into it. The big homie, man, good friend of mine, one of our longtime partners and sponsors, drunkenfruit.com, black owned and operated out of Brooklyn, sports aficionado, just a physical trainer. He's a librarian. He reads books. He's a painter. He's into horticulture. I mean, he just does everything. He's just a diverse individual, man. And I was like, yo, I'll be shouting y'all out. Why don't you just come on the show with rap a taste? So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Wayne from Drunken Fruit. What's good with you?
Hey, what's up?
What up with you? Wagwan. Yeah. Good to see you. I see with the logo happening. We in the studio.
You got into me last minute, so I got to put some things together quick.
Nah, but and that you did, man. So I reached out. I was like, well, let the people see you and get the vibe, because I know it's still one of those new businesses, and you know how we treat new businesses that we don't know much about. It's all the questions, you know what I mean? So I was like, just come on and just spit that gift and just explain what it is. So your company, drunkenfruit.com, it's adult candy. Just give a quick background.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a brief thing. Like, Renee and I put it together back in 2004.
Yeah.
Now, it's a lot of science behind this thing. We had to work on it. It was like a lot of trial and error involved. Started off with pineapple, doing it for Super Bowl parties. After a while, people started, what's that? What's that concoction? What are you doing?
Yeah.
So Renee influenced me, because I come from a science background, to start developing other flavors and developing other things. As we went on, started recognizing that I could age this thing. I could age it out, have vintages, let people know that, yeah, you're not just getting something that's some overnight thing. You're getting something from 2012, 2013, different years. And we also, as we started the company, started recognizing this versatility. When you start doing something initially, you don't really know that, hey, across the board, we could do a whole bunch of shit with this. So when we started getting into it now, started realizing desserts first.
Okay.
But then started noticing, hey, it was this mother and sister out in the Hamptons. We out there, doing a little liquor show. First thing these two people say to us is, give me that pineapple. Why? She looks at her daughter, because it's going to go well with our Ciroc. You know what I'm saying? So then that's when we realized, hey, cocktails, craft cocktails. People are going to want to put that into their vodka, their gin. You could have like that sour apple martini. You could have that whiskey sour with our vanilla cherry, our cherry vanilla.
Right.
And then it just grew from there. Versatility across the board. Started getting people to cook with it, people to make cocktails with it. One of our best things that we do is the different types of mimosas that we have. French, American, French for champagne, American for Corbel, and those type of different things on its end. So, you know how it grew, because you were one of the first people to have it.
Yeah.
I saw that you finally opened up that spiced apple we gave you. It was 8 years old. You opened it 2 years later.
No, look, real talk. So this is what happened, right? So he gave me a gift. So Wayne is a very giving individual, and so he blessed me with a housewarming, and it was a 32 ounce. Was that 32?
It was a 16 ounce spiced apple.
Spiced apple. I was like, bet, and I'd be holding on to stuff like mementos and keepsakes. I was like, nah, I ain't drinking this. This means something. And he would hit me like every other month. Yo, you open it yet? I'd be like, nah. He was like, yo, you open it yet? 2 years later, it was an 8 hour, aged 8 years. I waited, so 10 years. When I tell y'all, the deliciousness, I don't even know how that works, but the 10 years of deliciousness in that bottle. Excuse me. I'm still thinking about it right now because it was spiced apple.
Yeah, we still have that video.
Yeah, right. And I put the I open boxed it live on Instagram, and so I say all that to say it's a quality product, a great business model, and just something that it's easy to support. So kudos.
That's what we've been doing as well with our company. We kind of decided during this entire time of everything that's going on, pandemic and everything, we decided that we're just going to support Black-owned businesses. We're calling it our 90 days of strictly Black-owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? So we've been going to our different friends in different liquor stores, different companies. Even went out to Long Island the other day and we had some barbecue out here. So, we're just, and supporting you as well.
Yeah.
We're just all in on it. Our hashtag is our dollar is Black, plain and simple.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
that's it. Our dollar is Black. So we've just been going all in on that alone, where we could find a Black-owned company that we could support and that we could kind of incorporate into our lifestyle. And because, we work out as well. We do all these different things. We go to Black-owned bike shops, so on and so forth. Wherever we could drop that dollar, we're dropping it in our pocket.
So there are a couple of people that are asking, what is it? And Mr. Clarkson, our executive producer, he says, this is your statement. Drunken Fruit is certified organic fruit aged in a proprietary blend of alcohol.
Yes, in our own proprietary blend of alcohol.
Right.
We kind of call it adult candy because of its versatility. Anything as an adult you could come up with, do with it. Yeah, you could do with it.
You got some laying around so they can see? Let
me just ask.
Yeah. I know some people are still watching. They like, well, what is it? I went to the website. I still.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna introduce you to one of our newer flavors that we just started making last year.
Okay.
And you've had it as well. Our cherry vanilla.
That's my second favorite. Yeah. Cherry vanilla. We was at where were we at? West
Indian Parade.
And I killed the serving. I killed the box.
I gave it to you for you to take home with you, and then we right there in the middle of Eastern Parkway.
Yeah, you're supposed to pop them and do that whole thing. But I was just like,
Yeah, we incorporated Rainier cherries that are only around literally 90 days to maybe 2 months a year. out of Washington State. And then, of course, we created our own blend. And now we have things aging for up to a year. And, of course, they came out pretty much cherry seasons. We're right kind of like at the tail end of cherry season right now. And we came out with our own cherry vanilla. So we have from last year aging out 1 year. And now we've created like a new batch this year, you know?
And the reason why I want to show it, this is why I wait till it comes. The reason why I want to show it is because the people that are watching right now, everybody has the same reaction. They say the same thing, and that reaction is, "Oh, I could do that." That's the first reaction, and I want them to see it because there are two key things that you just did just now. You broke down where you got the fruit, and you didn't tell what your mix is.
No.
So if you can't do those two things, then no, you can't do it.
I tell people all the time, like, every good business started somewhere, you know? And if I was to break down what's in it and what I'm doing and so on and so forth, why would I? I mean, it's just like the Bush's Baked Beans commercial. Right. Only me and the dog.
Right.
That's the only people that know. I'm not going to share it with anyone because why should I?
Right.
I mean, as you know, there you go.
Yeah.
Our cherry vanilla.
Oh, delicious. And what you do, folks, is you get you like a little picker, like a little sport or a toothpick and dink dink, or put it in a drink, or every time you go out, plop a little bit, and it's just so rich and potent. Yeah.
And it's fantastic for people like, let's say, it's a perfect gift. You got that young lady you're trying to impress. Flowers ain't it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dinners ain't it no more. You want something. We always say, give something to someone that they've never had.
Nice.
This is something that I guarantee she's never had.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
And
you know the baskets because we've given one of the baskets to Karen.
Yeah.
So we try to do luxury baskets and kits and so on and so forth with high-end champagne because the couplings are fantastic. And like for all those, like all us men that, we get down, we like our whiskeys, our bourbons, so on and so forth. Don't sleep on that spiced apple, like Lazy said.
Yeah. You drop it right in your beverage. Yeah.
There you go.
It's the real deal. It's the real deal. It's a unique treat. Talk about a little bit about some of the challenges that y'all faced getting the business off the ground back in the day.
Okay. When we initially started the business as a Black-owned business, and especially doing something completely original, especially in this whole liquor industry, of course, while we're trying to pursue it and sell it and get everything straightened out, the things that you're approached with, like, for instance, that's just hooch. That's just corn liquor, or that's bathtub gin. Now, I'm from Brooklyn. I don't know what bathtub gin is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But whatever it is, if it's in a bathtub, I ain't drinking it.
Right.
Feel me? So getting approached with different things of, like, let's say when you come to Drunken Fruit, we give you a high-end experience from top to bottom.
Yeah.
We're not out here, like when we go up to Greenwich, we've been to Greenwich Wine and Food. You know what I'm saying? When you come to us, we're going to explain to you what you're getting and what you're having and the type of experience you're going to have. To have these experiences where people are approaching you as if to say, like, yo, what up? What is it? As you know, that's not my personality. That's my personality with my friends. But when I'm handling business, it is what it is.
Right.
And to get these things where somebody tried to copy our business years ago, as you know, a Jewish gentleman worth about $60 million try to copy our business, put it out there. We kind of knew behind the science of things that it wouldn't work.
Right.
Also tried to purchase our product as if we didn't know it was him.
Right.
And pretty much failed. But because of that going on, every time we have tried to step forth and try to do certain things, is, of course, here it is, the blocking of certain, like let's, for instance, we went to get a loan, a business loan.
Okay.
And, I was totally against that because I don't want the bank to own anything of me.
Right. Right.
And I said, we're trying to spread out, so we're going to get a business loan.
It was a
principle.
principle.
Go to get the business loan. On the bank papers, of course, they're asking what race you are, so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. Now, I've already got the collateral. I already got the money in the bank, proven that this is a legitimate business, show, with my tax returns, so on and so forth. Here we go. The loan officer calls and starts asking these weird questions. Like, how old am I? Where am I from? So on and so forth, and all these different things. And I'm sitting here going, wait a minute, we weren't in for a whole heap of money. We were just in for like 80 G's.
Yeah.
And the loan officer in the bank was like, oh, you don't have no problem. Y'all got more money in the bank here because we started off with, that establishment than you're asking for. Lo and behold, we did not get the loan. Right? Things like that just continue to happen. Like when you're trying to spread your wings, you're trying to push your company out there and, kind of expand is what's taking place. So that's why I said, you know what? We put our money back into the business. And, with people like you, yourself, and everybody else that helps and supports is growing. Now when I walk through the neighborhood, if I walked into Greenwich, Connecticut, if I walk in Manhattan, there's that drunken fruit guy. It's no more Wayne. It's
which is
Mr. Drunken Fruit.
Which is even, that's funny too, because you've had situations where when you first started, you're at the everybody's been to a wine festival, right? So you see the vendors. So they would be one of the vendors, and you've told me stories that I think are hilarious when people come up and they're talking to you and so interested. And they're drawn all the way in, and then they're like, "Whoa, I can't wait to speak to the owner. Where's your manager?" And they were speaking to you the whole time.
They were speaking to me the whole time, and we try to avoid, literally, I hate to say this, but we try to avoid in the whole customer interaction, literally saying that, because we've had also bad experiences.
Right.
Where, let's say Renee was doing something one time and we're handling a customer, and I told you this story. Here's a customer buying literally $1,200 worth of drunken fruit at one time. This young lady's at the side. We're kind of handling things. She wants a sample. I said, hey, can you just wait a second? Let's just finish things up. Sorry to say, but the young lady was Caucasian and apparently thought that I was her mother or father and I needed to service her immediately. So she walks away in disgust. We get this $1,250 sale. She comes back and starts the nonsense. Well, you didn't give me anything, and I was about to buy something, but now I'm not going to buy anything at all. I told you this story. Literally. A second and a half later, with her still standing there, here comes this guy. Give me that 16-ounce watermelon. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. You know what I did? Gave her this look, and she's sitting there. And now what does she do? She goes to the wine, people's manager. How we were rude. We were obnoxious. We don't treat customers well, so on and so forth. And then here it comes. She sends something to my email, not knowing, and says, I don't think you should have that guy representing your company.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the story. That's my story right there. I love those happy endings.
Yeah, and further study, I guess she didn't go through the Instagram properly or didn't go through the website and then notice, well, it's a lot of black folks.
Yeah.
So
but that's the thing. That's also the beauty of your whole presentation, and that is very what do you call it? Diverse and has a mass appeal, mainstream feel to it, crossover appeal, if you will, and that's good for business. It's just point blank, bottom line, it's good for business, and the way y'all run is such good business. As I wrap it up, in what's in the near future. What's the next big thing for Drunken Fruit? I mean, online sales have changed the game for everybody.
You know, that we were planning to be literally in about 32 states this year. Here comes the pandemic, So we had to slow things down and find other solutions where we're, delivering locally, going to states that we are already in, like we're going to start getting out to DMV to do that home delivery thing, personal home delivery in DMV. But from the looks of it, we're going to have our space right in Brooklyn, Industry City. And we're going to be able to do online sales to 32 states by, I believe, the first or second quarter of 2021.
Okay.
Which will be big for us. So now that when people get in touch with me in California and all these different places and these different spots, no longer do I have to tell them, well, we're getting out there so and so, and you
Yeah.
know, we're going to be able to get it out to you, and you're going to be able to enjoy the product.
There it
You
is.
know, I mean, we're getting bothered by different like companies for distribution and so on and so forth. But like I said to you earlier, it's black owned.
Yeah. And that's a big deal. And so we look forward to that because that'll be a real tourist attraction as well. You know,
Yeah.
one of those places where, you know, if you go to Brooklyn, you got to go past Drunken Fruit.
Exactly.
I can
And I
see
welcome investors. And when investors come, they also will be.
I hear you.
Feel me?
I hear you.
I'm happy to have this discussion with you. You know, we avid supporters. We're always going to be friends. And, you know, I really enjoyed that conversation yesterday, by the way. And you know why.
And I know you did. A lot of people did. All right, I appreciate it, Big Wayne. So we're gonna have you on soon again. We're gonna be talking about sports because I know you're an avid sports enthusiast expert. You can talk about all these franchise tag deals that happen.
Yeah,
money going around in these sports seasons that won't happen,
and how football is literally going to see its end by like the middle of October. Yeah.
All right. Hold that thought. We're gonna bring it back. All right, there it is, Wayne from Drunken Fruit, the Drunken Fruit guy, ladies and gentlemen. On Let's Go Live.
Nice to have you. Renee says, "What's up?"
Hey, Renee, what's up? All right, I'll holler at y'all. There it is. It's my man right there. Great product, great company, great business model. They're doing it. Good to see y'all. All right, so I saw some of the questions. Hopefully, Mr. Clarkson was able to answer with the links and such. Can you order by the liquor base? John says. I think, like I said, there's a proprietary blend, so it's already what it is. You just order in the different fruit mixes and whatever. They'll probably have most of the info on the website, and they do baskets, huge baskets. I mean, sexy, luxurious baskets. Yeah, the real kind. All right, it's my man right there. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. Expecting a call from the Big Zo Talks momentarily, but real quick, I'm gonna get into this. Our topic of the day, if you will. First off, is Wash Your Mask Wednesday. So I need you to wash your mask. Let's do that. Breathe in and then breathe out real quick. If you're somewhere where you got your mask on, do you smell that? If you smell that, then it's time to change your mask. It's time to wash your mask. All right. Can we do that? It's a lot of people out here passing out, and it ain't because of the heat. I promise you. I seen one dude, he had the blue surgical joint, the pleated joint, and the pleats was just straight. They was ironed out. It's because of that mouth. So, yeah. All right, that's what I want to show y'all. All right, let's go here. So this is the video. I saw this yesterday, a couple days ago, actually, and I wanted to get your thought. I put it out there. You know, we sample material online and see what your thoughts are. And I said, there was a guy in some establishment beating one of his kids and then correcting the second one. And it was kind of, you know, it's high energy, if you will. It was very corporal. And the question was that I wanted to ask was, do you think it's too much or just enough? So let's take a look. I was shocked because I put it on my Facebook page and really the responses was like 50-50, like split down the middle. I was shocked at some of y'all. I was appalled that some of y'all were raised that way. All right, here we go. It's all fun and games till it ain't fun and games. All right, here we go. Let's watch this. Who knows what happened before this? You know, you got the questions. Well, what happened before? Well, what did the kids say? Well, who, you know what I mean? I don't know none of that. Let's just watch it. All right, wait a minute. You got to hear it. Hold on, you got to hear it. Oh. Okay. Let's watch it again. Ow. And then sit your ass down to the little one, to the girl. Sit your ass down. Well, I guess she identifies as a girl. I don't want to be gender biased. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Yeah, that's light. Sit your ass down. All right, one more time. Sit your ass down. All right. So let's get some real talk, man. Let's get some tough talk going on right here. Because, you know, we live in a tricky society where, you know, cancel culture and things get canceled. People get canceled. You're not really supposed to beat your kids anymore. So it just, I wanted to put it out there, man, and get what y'all thought about it. Was that too much or not enough? When is it necessary to go that hard on your child? Because obviously you're not beating anybody else's kid. Then again, these could be his grandkids. But when is it necessary? What are the things that have to happen for a child to incur your wrath like that? I saw some people make commentary like, well, he can take it. He's toughen up, Chief. Then I saw some other people like, there's no way in the world that a child should get you that angry, nor should you ever put your hands on a kid in that manner, especially not in public, and then talk and cuss and use profanity to the other kid. And I'm like, where did you grow up? Like, how did you grow up? What experience did you have where you feel that way? Interesting. I'll take a call too if anybody wants to Skype in, and let's talk about corporal punishment and whether it's acceptable anymore, necessary. Should it be banned and outlawed? Should people be penalized for doing this in public? Should you, there are some people who argue that, if I'm watching this, I'm calling CPS and they coming to get your kids. Let's see. We get some commentary right here. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Okay, you went to the Bible with it. You got biblical with it. My man SPW Nola said he ain't gonna do whatever he did again, which is very true. As a survivor and now card-carrying member of Belt, I believe in this. Beat every little tail. I have never seen that. That's funny. All right, here we go. Tehran, I need somebody that disagrees. Not in public, but he says it didn't even hurt. We can't say that. He could be used to it. He could be tough and got stone legs and leather hind parts. And he could be really, numb to it. More kids need their ass beat, is what someone else says. All right, here we go. And I got to see who this is because this thing won't let me see because I want to get the name right. Hold on. I'm going into Facebook to see who said that. This was way too much. I got spanked, but not like that. That's what so-and-so is saying. And who is so-and-so? Yeah, I got to bear with me. This is the technical. This is how we got to do it with no team. Oh, that's me. Hold on. The delay is real. Oh, Trina Mercer. So this is way too much. I got spanked, but not like that. But, the question becomes, does this type of corporal punishment prevent kids from doing whatever it is they're doing? Does it prevent them? Does it teach them respect, reverence, fear? Does it prevent them from disrespecting you? Does it correct behavior? That's the question, because that's the only reason that it would be for. There's no other reason other than correcting behavior for corporal punishment, especially in public, to even have a place. So if you haven't been trained in how to correct behavior without physical discipline, what are your other options? What are your other methods? All my mental health professionals, feel free to weigh in. What are the other, there's a turn away from this type of display because, as a child of the 80s, this was normal to us. But we found out 20 years later that we were abused. We didn't even know it, that this was abuse. But it's normal. So when some of us see it, our reaction is like, he went 6. He could have got that 7 flick in. You know what I mean? And then there are other people who just did not have that experience. It's like, there's absolutely no need for you to ever physically, because you're destroying them physically and mentally, and it's abuse. So you got 2 takes on it. But my question to you is, what are your options? Because kids nowadays are so disrespectful. All right. Lonnie says, beat them just enough that when they grow up, they don't put your old ass in a home. Now, that's real. That's facts, as they say. Yeah. And why was the girl immune? How did she have immunity? She should have got her ass bust, too. That's true. Who knows though? Again, we didn't see what happened before or after. She might have started it and got him in trouble. Says the taping amplified it. We don't know that because there's no way to prove that he even saw. He's oblivious to the videotaping. I think he might have lessened if he knew somebody was taping him because he didn't want to get in trouble. But then again, now people just don't care. All right, so there's that. Now here's something else that I know you find interesting as we move on. I was feeling some kind of way today. I don't know. It might come back. It might come back on me. But I saw your president's tweet today, and when I tell y'all, I mean, you want to not be shocked by. Let me go to. I'm on Twitter while we're talking. You want to not be shocked by the things that he does every day, and it's like every day something happens. You think to yourself, it's nothing. You know, he can't top. You know, it's just hard to believe that he can top the foolishness day after day after day, right? And so, the tweet that he did today, I'm like, how? Like, how can you even? How are you allowed to say these things and just continue and there's no. I mean, accountability is one thing. Being a fan of his is another. But you really like he's demented. He's deranged, and it's not shocking the foolishness and bullshit that comes out of his mouth. But then it's like shocking that you can top yourself every day. Like he tops himself every day. And today, I just felt the kind of way about what he had said. I'm looking for the tweet now because I responded to. I didn't respond to it. All right, here we go. This is what you'll see on your nightly news tonight, and we're going over this now. So get prepared, and then I'll show you what I responded with. So this is from my Twitter page. Stand by. Let's go live. You're live on the air. Who's this? Oh, wait a minute. Got to plug him in. Let's go live. Who's this?
It's Big Zo right here.
Big Zo, the Big Zo Talks. One half for the Street Centers podcast. All right, so I'm pulling up your president's tweet from the day because I was just so caught off guard by it, so offended. So I'll read it to y'all. It's on the screen right now. So he basically, this is what, noon today. He says, I am happy to inform all of the people living their suburban lifestyle dream, in capital letters, that you will no longer be bothered or financially hurt by having low-income housing built in your neighborhood. The second tweet is your housing prices will go up based on the market and crime will go down. I have rescinded the Obama-Biden affordable, I guess, AFFH rule, affordable fair housing rule. Okay. Man, Young, what is like? It's unbelievable how the reason. So I'm admitting that I was shocked.
Okay.
I'm not shocked that he said it. I'm shocked that he keeps outdoing himself every day. It's unbelievable, and how no one is like there was a time when Maxine Waters and other people, and I guess these people are either no longer around or just tired, would really stand up and be, yo, you just can't do that. Like, you got to look into the camera. Give me a press conference. Look in the camera. You got to go.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Like, and somebody defended him earlier today. They was like, well, he's just saying what people think. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Like, you're that in that position, you can't. So here's what I responded. And I went another way. And this is why I brought this up, because I wanted to show this. I went another way with it. I didn't respond directly to him because I know he wasn't going to say it. But you know me, I like irony, and I like irony. Period. Okay. You know, I'm an ironic cynic. I like cynicism.
Yeah, you're a cynic. Definitely.
Cynicism. So I wrote
cynicist. Did you just make that word up?
I'm a cynicist, I guess. So I wrote, and this would probably be the last thing I ever write on Twitter.
Right.
I said, I'm so glad to see, and I added all these people, Viacom, the ADL, Stop Jewish Hate, the AGC Global, which is the American Jewish Coalition, and Jack at Twitter. So I said, I'm so glad to see all of these people stand together in solidarity and make statements condemning the dangerous hate speech from this account. Wait a minute. I get some water. It's hot in here. Stereotyping an entire group of people based on their perceived economic status is indefensible. So do you see what I did? Do you notice?
I see exactly what you did.
What tell me what I did before I reveal what I did. What did I do?
Well, you bigged them up, confirmed that they caught it, and they not letting it go because he got suspended, right?
No,
his account got suspended, right?
Not that I know of.
So this is the son or the president?
It's the president. I was being facetious because they didn't do it.
Oh, see, the son got suspended just I think that was yesterday or today, right?
Sure, for like a temporary, he got a freeze on his account for showing the doctor, Dr. Stella Emanuel.
Got you. Okay,
yeah, okay. But the president, I was like, you see
what you was doing.
Yeah,
okay, I got it mixed up. Okay.
Yeah, I said I'm so happy to see y'all come out and make a statement condemning the actions, because stereotyping an entire group of people based on their perceived economic status is indefensible. They ain't make no statement.
At Lamont King might not be there tomorrow.
It probably won't. It probably won't. But do you see the hypocrisy though? This is the point I'm trying to get across, and probably no one will see it because you can go to Twitter right now. It's one retweet and it's from me. So they let you see what you know what I'm saying? They know how to put the handcuffs on you. But my point is, regardless of I can't control what he said, but where's everybody standing up to condemn hate speech when it's to us?
Yeah. But you know what? I don't know if that's just to us. Because if you really think about it, he's talking about any disenfranchised, any low income, race. But
listen, I know how to write. I'm a writer. That's why I said stereotyping an entire group of people based on their perceived economic status is indefensible. Because 2 weeks ago, somebody got in trouble for saying that a whole group of people runs the money system.
Yeah.
So there's a stereotype. I believe that's his name.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I believe that's his name. But he said he made a generalization about a whole group based on the type of money you think they have.
Mm-hmm.
And it was right. But just on the perceived notion of what you think they have.
What you think.
So now the reverse, he's classifying, Trump is classifying, he's stereotyping an entire group of people, low income, based on their perceived economic status. You think they're poor criminals. It should be the same level of condemnation going in that direction as it did in the other. And that's the problem that I have. These companies and these organizations don't make that same noise.
Yeah.
They don't make that same noise.
Yeah.
It's got to be statements. Like if you want to, everybody wants to pull out Martin Luther King, and as MLK would say, an injustice somewhere is a danger to justice everywhere. Now, what you mean? How y'all silent like a week later, and this man is continually saying inflammatory and false shit. Like you should be like, oh nah, this ain't right. You know why it's not right? Because 2 weeks ago we just said it wasn't right.
And went crazy about it.
Went crazy. So that's what I did right there. And it'll probably be my final tweet. Yeah. But I was like, it was so good to see that y'all came out and made a statement condemning this, knowing full hell well that they make no statement. And I added everybody.
Yeah. But they was kind of busy today because they were all in front of the House, in front of Congress. You had Bezos, you had Zuckerberg, you had your boy, what's his name from Twitter, Jack.
Jack Dorsey, something.
and then my guy who runs ABC, Google.
Oh yeah, they was there. Sergey Brin and them.
Look,
or the other one.
How it feel to be in a room with $1 trillion.
Mm. And what came of it though? Because I missed it. I didn't get a chance to watch. What came of it? It was a.
Well, they supposedly came in there to smack their wrists. They supposedly came to get their wrists smacked and get checked and really let the Congress or the House of Representatives, whoever, I don't know, Senators, Congress, House or mixed, whatever. But they were there to say, okay, well, what we do is we practice capitalism. So yes, we are 3 out of the top 4 United States businesses. They were in the room.
Wow. What's the 4th? Who's the 4th?
It's probably oil or something.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a Walmart.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Probably Walmart. But having that much money in the room, that much power, that much influence, they're nervous. Legislation is nervous, or legislators are nervous that they have too much power.
Yeah.
Because if they put their money together, they can cancel out everything else.
Every other business, and that's like an antitrust type thing, and a danger to fair market capitalism,
fair market, free trade, all of that.
Knowing that they're the ones who dropped the regulations to allow them to get as big as they are.
Exactly, but that's because they was getting taken care of. Now did they create the AI? Did they create the monster too strong, too smart, too allowed to get too big?
Mm.
That's what it looked like. Because even Tesla's talking about
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is talking like, that's another super company too.
Yeah,
let's not forget about them. But he's not doing better than Walmart.
No way.
He said we need to break up Amazon. It's too powerful. It's too big.
Oh, he's a hater. That's just hate. That's because your stock is like $600 a share.
Yeah,
that's just hate.
And theirs is like 1,500.
Yeah, 3,000.
2,000.
Yeah, right.
3,000. See, that's crazy. That's crazy. But he might be on to something.
No, he definitely know. It's common knowledge.
Yeah,
but you got the Defense Department contracting with Amazon. You got, they're in charge of our mail. They're in charge of our transportation system. They're in charge of our food, Whole Foods. Like it's too late for that. He's on to something.
Got more planes in the air than are commercially being used. They probably have more planes going back and forth from the East Coast to the West Coast than United or American.
And they got more unmarked sprinters driving around the hood than I've ever seen. These delivery dudes don't have no uniform. They got the little mesh fluorescent vest. Yeah. I'm like,
with their camera phone.
Yeah. I'm like, you're not official. You don't even have the little device that the UPS dude has.
Exactly.
You got your phone. Talking about I dropped it off. We dropped it.
But see that's how Amazon makes so much money. They're like, we're not passing these. We're not buying a whole bunch of those for you to have this job for 3 months or 6 months, and we got to worry about getting it back from you and all this other stuff.
All them trucks leased. Yeah, use your phone.
Use your phone.
Get this $19 an hour.
Yeah.
And stop complaining.
Yeah, and be happy.
Yeah.
Because your man and them are sitting at home playing video games.
Right.
Be happy.
Yeah. But the one thing I hate about these hearings, and I peeked in yesterday for Attorney General Barr, and it's like it's a dog and pony show. Even when the Senate confirmation for the justices like Kavanaugh, it's like you get the yelling and the finger pointing, and they try to be stern and try to who can be the smart aleckiness, who can be the snarkiest, and be like, did you mean to tell this committee that you didn't know who put the memo on your desk, but the memo was found on your desk? Like they do all that, and then nothing happens. Like nothing. Nothing.
Just read a whole bunch of woofing
and sound bites for the news cycle. Could you believe that so and so said? And then they get the job, or they just get passed.
Yeah. They keep it moving. Business as usual. They even had an email from Zuckerberg where he actually talked to his CFO and said we might need to grab up Instagram, Foursquare. He named another site And he said, we might just need to grab him up. And he was like, well, I don't know. How is that really going to, financially benefit us?
Right.
Zuckerberg was like, it's competition. Like, we grabbed him
got to
up.
eat him.
Technology. We got to eat him. And so that right there is illegal.
Yeah, right. Antitrust.
And you're talking to your CFO, they have the email. So if he don't get more than a smack on the wrist, then something ain't right.
But he'll get the smack, and we got to close on this. He'll get the smack. It'll be $100 million smack, which is like me tossing you a dime. That's the bottom line. It's punitive.
And where does that money go?
That's a great question.
Okay, you get back to me on that.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's Big Zoe, one half of the Street Senators podcast. For more, make sure y'all stay tuned because when them podcasts drop, it's a real situation. I'll holler at you. Appreciate you.
My man.
Yeah. My man, Big Zoe. The real deal right there. Always on it. Appreciate y'all for checking out the show, man. It's getting bigger and better every day. We've been on for about 6-7 weeks. A lot of good feedback, a lot of good response, a lot of interest in the show. So we'll see how that goes. Tomorrow, I'm co-hosting with Karen Hunter on Sirius XM 126, the Karen Hunter Show. And then Friday, I will be hosting with J. Anthony Brown and Jamel Hill and some other surprise guests. So tune in if you got it. If you don't, go sit in somebody's car that got it. Go to the rental car place and just sit in the lot and be like, I'm looking, I just want to see. And then just turn the radio on and listen to the show. And we'll do it like that, man. And as always, we like to leave on a lesson. This is part of the show. We hear a word from an elder in a segment we like to call Hi Dad.
Happy everyday, brothers and sisters. This is Alpha Papa with today's reflections. Adjustments. We as a people have adapted to many different situations throughout our 400 years of bondage. We have survivor skills that have endured for centuries. We are very capable to survive this situation that now engulfs us. Unity is the key. We must plan together in everything we do, such as schooling for our youngsters, learning a skill, manual or mental, keeping our money circulating among our own, supporting our own, and anything else that uplifts us. For example, register to vote and then voting in November. Keep the movement alive. Stay awake. Be aware of voting suppression attempts. The South was built because of our free labor, and yet we still have no reparation. The least we should be awarded is a home, a pickup truck, and an acre of land. Here's a quote from Amistad. Give us our free. Now, this quote is from the Honorable John Lewis in 1963. We want our freedom now. Stay organized. Peace and blessings from Alpha Papa.
All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is your show for today. Appreciate Alpha Papa for stopping through and giving us a word from an elder. Always good to leave on a lesson. And in your spare time, man, going over to Spotify, download my playlist, Crayon Smith, Crank Calls, funniest crank calls you will ever listen to. All the crank calls that you are a fan of, they got the blueprint from me. So listen to it and do that. And you're also supporting the movement. Shout out to all our guests today. Big Zoe stopping by, Drunken Fruit Guy, Wayne, and you for tuning in. And damn, look at the time. We are out of time. Roland Martin, sorry for keeping you so long. We appreciate it. We'll try to get you on tomorrow. For everybody else, man, check the Facebook group, Tiny Closet Studios, to get exclusive access, Patreon, and info and all of that. And I'll let you know in the chat how to get your 4 Elements shirt. So yeah, there's that. Y'all be safe out there, man. Don't do nothing crazy.
Man, I'm just working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P, and a lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.